Hello everybody and welcome back to Insights by Randall. Today's reading is a personal reading for a friend of mine named Jackie. Today we're going to be doing a love reading. Now, either 3 weeks ago to maybe a month and a half ago, I asked her to stop telling me about what's going on in her love life because I don't want it to influence the reading. Not that I would do something like that on purpose, but it could subconsciously come out in the reading. So I asked her to not share any of that information. So, Jackie, do I have your permission to post this video on YouTube and all social medias?
Yes, you do.
Okay, thank you.
You have your permission.
Another thing, everybody, I have laryngitis. I'm getting over laryngitis. I hope my voice will last through this reading. And I hope that this personal reading is received well. Because if it is, then I'm going to open up to do personal readings that will be posted on YouTube. I'm going to start off with a Celtic Cross. What is going on in Jackie's love life? What is going on in Jackie's love life? What is going on in Jackie's love life?
What?
You won the situation, which is the Hierophant. This card can signify old ways of doing things, traditional. It could also be represent a card of marriage.
Okay.
The energy surrounding the situation, which is the Three of Wands. A lot of people read this card a little bit different. Now, the energy that's surrounding the situation is you are ready to go. You are ready for it to happen. You're tired of all this beginning bullshit and nothing really panning out. But the energy that's surrounding you is you're seeing your ships come in. You've put it out into the universe what you wanted, and I don't know if you're actually seeing someone at this time, or if you have decided on somebody. But this is saying that you see it coming true. You see it beginning to happen. Your subconscious on the situation, which is the Six of Wands, there was some kind of a victory in your subconscious. Let me get another drink. I apologize again about my voice. Okay. So this being the position of the subconscious and the Six of Wands, there was some kind of a victory. Maybe you were wrestling with something. Oh my God, really? Sorry about that, everybody. Sorry about that, Jackie. The alarm decided to go off.
Wow.
There was some kind of a tug of war taking place in your passions, in your love. It was difficult making a decision. You knew what you had to do, and it was a hard decision, but you made it. You finally made it. You finally put your foot down with yourself to move forward with whatever it was, and that created this victory within your subconscious. I would say within the last 3 weeks to 3 months, you've felt more relaxed. You've been enjoying yourself more. You've been sleeping better because you haven't been at odds within yourself. Does that make sense?
That's true.
Okay. And that's all because you won this mental, emotional battle with yourself subconsciously. Your recent past, which is the Eight of Coins. Well, I do know this one from experience and talking to you. The Eight of Coins is about mastery. It's about working on your craft or working on yourself. And with your love life, one of the biggest things you needed to do was let go of the past. And not inflict your present or inflict your future with your past, and not to inflict any potential boyfriends or husbands with your past. And the Eight of Coins being in the past, I'm sure that this may tie in with part of this subconscious victory, but you've done it. You did it. You succeeded. Living proof of that is how you're handling the situation with your friend. Because old Jackie would have torn him a new one and tossed him to the wayside. But the way that you're handling it now is so masterful, so clean and evolved and clear. The word's still not coming out right. It's beautiful. It's wisdom. It's wise. Still, the right word still isn't coming out, so I'm going to move on with that. In your conscious mind, which is the Five of Wands, there is still a battle taking place with you mentally. You may have resolved the situation subconsciously and emotionally, but in your mind, you're still fighting with yourself. You're wondering if you made the right decision. You're wondering if it's too late to turn back. You're wondering if you go ahead with the old ways of doing things, will it still end up being the same old mess that it used to? Ending badly, ending with a short-lived relationship, blah, 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 blah. Does that make sense? Okay. Excuse me. It's not a lot. It's just a little. Just a little bit in the back of your mind. Every once in a while, it'll pop forward, and you'll kind of look over it, and you're like, no, I'm done with that. I'm done with thinking that way. I'm done with fighting with myself on it. Does that make sense? Okay. Is that true?
That is so true.
Okay. Your immediate future, which is the Eight of Cups. Okay, with the Eight of Coins in your past and the Eight of Cups in your immediate future, this is telling me that even though you have this subconscious victory, you're still in the process of letting your past go. Kind of think of it like a piece of like a puzzle. You've got most of the puzzle put together. You can clearly see what the picture is, but there's still a couple of puzzle pieces that need to be put into place and a little bit of fine tuning. That's where you're at with this. For lack of better words, a lesson on letting go of your past. Do you feel that that's where you're at? Do you feel that you've completed already? Or if you really look at yourself, do you feel like, well, then I could use some fine-tuning?
Fine-tuning.
Okay. The camera's picking up our voices, all right, because, it's a phone and my voice is the way it is. Okay, you on the situation, which is the Seven of Coins. You're feeling pretty good. You've put in the work. You're seeing the effort that you put into the work. You're seeing it in your reality. This coincides with the Three of Wands. Well, we asked about love, but this seems to be focusing on you, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, and then back to you on the situation. And you never really thought about having to let go of the past. And you thought that you had let go of the past, but what you really did was suppress it and push past it. But now that you've actually completed the majority of moving beyond the past, I want to say that you feel freer and you feel better in your own skin, and there's less of a pain deep down inside your heart where you don't let anybody see or go.
True.
What'd you say?
I said that's true.
So all in all, you're feeling great, and you're And you're feeling great about yourself, and you should. This is a major victory, and you deserve to feel good about yourself. Oh, oh.
What?
This was supposed to be about your love life, and this just keeps talking about you. The energy that's coming in from the outside is the 9 of coins. Okay, at face value, the 9 of coins is all about self-mastery, making yourself happy, fulfilling your own wants and needs, and not needing anybody else to do it for you.
Oh, okay.
I'm not getting anything else from this card. It's pretty cut and dry. So this whole thing is all about preparing yourself and getting yourself ready for the real relationship. It's not going to be like anything you have experienced in the past. It's not going to be like any relationship you've ever had. And it's going to be true love. And even with your friend, you said that this was different. It felt different. The whole experience has been different. And that was in the middle or at the beginning of your transformation. Now, I'm wondering if he was just there to help you release the past, or if he actually is going to come back around and the two of you are going to be together. That's something that we can ask. Or just let that one go. let that question go. Sorry.
I know.
Your hopes and fears. A lot of people read the energy around the situation as the challenge or the conflict. A lot of people read the energy that's coming in on the situation as the challenge or the conflict. For me, that one, it depends on if somebody in your environment is causing you harm, fighting with you, blah, 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 blah. But for my readings, it's always the hopes or fears that is the challenge. And you got the 10 of Wands. Your hope is that you're almost done with this bullshit. And the fear is that you're not done with this bullshit. And, everybody has that negative voice in their head telling them crap. And here I am just saying bullshit and crap for YouTube. Sorry about that. I'll clean up my language. But if you just disregard those thoughts and feelings that it's not over yet and it's not time for your man to come on in, just disregard those, because you already know, you can already feel it, you can already tell that you're happier and you're more of a whole person, and that you're ready. Just because you have some fine tuning to do doesn't mean you have to do that first and then you get your man. You could do your fine tuning for the next 10 years after you've been with him for 10 years. So don't let that fine tuning block you. Don't put it in your head you have to do that first. That could be something that takes place during your relationship, and the relationship will be fine. Okay. Final outcome, which is the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is the fastest card in the deck. It moves quick. It's the card of the mind. Oh, my voice cleared up a little bit. Yay. So the final outcome is you're there. You are ready. This 3 of Wands, you are looking at the finish line. It isn't your imagination. You're not BSing yourself. You are at the finish line. You can see the light at the end of the tunnel. Now, did you want me to clarify any of these cards, or do you want me to go into seeing what man's coming along?
What man's coming along?
Okay. I am too, and he better be a good one. Because he'll have more than just your children to deal with. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to switch decks now. That was interesting that it was all focused on you.
Oh.
Okay, the Page of Pentacles flipped out. It's going to be like a brand new beginning. The saying, the grass is green, the grass is always greener on the other side. You are about to step over that finish line, and there's just fields and fields of green grass. It's going to be so different for you. Dating now is going to be so different for you. Show us the potential men and when they're coming in. Show us the potential men and when they're coming in. Show us the potential men and when they're coming in. We got the Six of Swords. This is all about moving forward, moving to calmer waters, letting go of the drama of the past. And the metaphor is new lands. Oh, my throat is hurting. Brand new lands, brand new ways of doing things, brand new territory. The energy that surrounds the situation, which is the Three of Cups. Celebration. Lots of happiness, lots of partying, being around people that you like and care about. I'm skipping ahead and flipping out a bunch of cards because I want to see if this is still talking about you or if it's actually going to talk about the men. Okay. So that Knight of Swords that came up in the final outcome of your last reading, you got the Tower in the final outcome of this reading. So when you meet this man, everything is going to happen fast. Faster than you like, faster than what's normal. He's going to take your concepts. I was going to say boundaries, but boundaries isn't the right word. He's going to take your concepts of, okay, we're going to talk on the phone for a couple of months first, and then maybe we will FaceTime for a couple of months, and then maybe we'll meet in person. Whoever this guy is, he's just going to blow all that away.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and you're going to be okay with it.
Okay.
You've got the Queen of Wands in the subconscious, and you've got the Queen of Swords in the recent past. You are passionate, you are ready to go, you're ready for this to happen. And now you've got your internal shit together. Your conscious mind, which is the Nine of Cups, you're happy. You're ready, you're prepared.
Okay.
The immediate future, which is the Seven of Wands. Usually this card means that there's a battle, but you have the upper hand. That's not what I'm getting from this card. I'm getting competition.
Competition, okay.
You're going to have more than one suitor, more than one potential boyfriend that's going to be calling you, and you're going to be able to pick. But when that special one comes in, you're going to feel it. You're going to want to dismiss that feeling, but you're going to feel it. And every time you think of him, look at his name, look at his picture, you're going to feel it deep down inside. But you're going to do the mental thing and be like, nope, I'm not going to get caught up in this. I'm not going to get lost in this. I'm going to do this by the book and make sure that I'm not going to end up dead in some ditch. But this is telling me you're going to feel it. You're going to know. You're going to emotionally know before you mentally say, okay, he's the one. You in the situation, which is the Chariot. Okay, the Knight of Swords in the final outcome, the Tower in this final outcome, and you on the Chariot. This is going to happen really fast.
Okay.
You're going to meet him really soon. or it could be somebody you already know. They're just going to suddenly show up on your door, and then it's on, and then it's just like you're off to the races. They shoot that gun, and the horses come bolting out of the starting line. That's what it's going to be like. The energy that surrounds you, which is the 10 of Cups, this is emotional completeness. Having the boyfriend that you want, you guys are compatible. There's a real kindredship here. He is going to make you happy. You're going to make him happy. And you guys are really compatible.
All right.
The hopes or fears is the King of Wands. Okay, the hope is that he's intelligent, wise, passionate, compassionate, loving, and he's standing on his own 2 feet. He can take care of himself.
Right.
And then there's the extra personal stuff that I do know about. No addictions.
That's a blessing.
And of course the fear is you're going to end up with somebody like your friend. Or having to deal with somebody like your friend.
That's not it?
Yes.
Oh.
And the final outcome, which is the Tower, this is going to move fast. It's going to change quickly. It still did not tell us about these potential men. In the past, it's always given us, okay, it's going to be this guy coming in, this kind of guy coming in, this kind of guy coming in, and it's always been accurate. But this reading, it's not telling us. You want me to try again?
If you want to. Yes.
Okay, because we tried twice now. 2 different decks, and both decks are like, nope. Okay, I'm going to pick these cards up. That's so weird that this has not happened before.
Oh.
We usually get the answers we want. Please tell us about the potential men. Shit. That's interesting. Well, no, it's still not telling us about the potential men.
Okay.
It's still just talking about you.
Okay. That's fine.
And it's talking about what we've already talked about. You going through the journey, leaving your past behind, seeing the fruits of your labors, which is another 7 of Pentacles. The World card means the end of a cycle. So you're closing out the old cycle. You're no longer going to have to deal with the type of man you're used to dealing with. And when you see him come up, you're going to be able to shut him out, block him, tell them no, and move on, not waste any more of your time. And the Moon in reverse, you know it. You now have the knowledge. You now have that missing piece of the puzzle that you were looking for. So it is the completion of a cycle. 8 of Swords in reverse, the blinders are coming off. The Hierophant can also represent the past. It's in reverse. You're leaving the past behind. In the 6 of Swords, you're moving into new territory, calmer waters, no more drama, no more BS. So yeah, it just keeps talking about you. Okay.
That is so true, because I would see you after this.
After I turn off the camera? Okay. So how was that reading?
It was perfect. Perfect. I mean, that is so true.
Okay. I hope you appreciated and liked the reading. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. And if this reading is received well, then I will set up a website to where you can sign up for a reading, either personal or a personal reading that you're okay with being posted on YouTube. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.